is Cherie Bixler. I have a pattern sample production and consulting company, and I help people who are new to the fashion industry. Today, we're going to talk about getting the measurements to make a dress. Now, there are quite a few measurements you do need to get, but the three single most important measurements are the bust, the waist, and the hips. And to get this measurement, first the bust line, you want to measure from the apex, which is the widest point of the bust line. So simply take the tape measure at the widest point, and there you have your measurement. When you measure, don't measure too tight or too loose. Next, we're going to measure the waist. The waist measurement we measure right at the smallest part of the body. Typically, this is about 16 inches down from the high point shoulder, 17 inches sometimes on a model. Next, we're going to measure the hip. The standard hip measurement is about 7 inches down. If you want to measure the high hip, it's 3 inches. The low hip, it's about 9 inches. But really what you want to go for is the widest part of the hip. So you come across here like this, measure, and there you have your hip measurement. There are some other important measurements too. You might want to get the high point shoulder to the waist, which we've mentioned. You might want to get the high point shoulder to the apex, which is right here. You'll want to measure the shoulder measurement, and what we do is we turn the figure around and measure the shoulder across like this. We also may measure the neck width, which we come across and go straight. So if you want your back neck opening to be 8 inches, it would be like this, just measure across and that's it. Another important measurement is your sleeve measurement. So you measure from the center back neck down to where you want the sleeve to finish. Obviously, if it's a long sleeve, it would be about 32 inches here. Maybe for a short sleeve, maybe about 15 inches. Another important measurement is how long the dress is going to be. So we can measure from the high point shoulder down to the length. If it was slightly above the knee, maybe it would be 38 inches long. You might get other measurements like the person's wrist measurement, maybe even the sweep. If it's an A-line dress, maybe it's about 46 inches. So those are some of the most important measurements. You might even measure their muscle, which is here on the body, on the arm. So I think that concludes today, getting the measurements to make a dress. I want to thank you for joining me. I'm the author of How to Start a Fashion Company. Find out more about me at my site, Cherie Bixler. Thank you.